Central City South is an important area in South Phoenix, directly south of really the industrial, the high-rise area. It's comprised of a number of neighborhoods that are just kind of lined up there. Many of the high-rises look out their south windows right down onto these neighborhoods. Some of the homes have been there 100 years.
You have that incredible history and the diversity living there. History is living in Central City South. It hasn't been shipped to a museum.
I live with my wife and my son and daughter. I've been in this neighborhood for about 30 years.
So we have multi-generational families living next door to the tech arrivals and some of the new economic development. I think it's important because it's part of the heart historically of Metro Phoenix.
It's a good neighborhood. There's ups and downs in the neighborhood. There's a little bit of work that needs to be done, but the people are cool.
How this neighborhood looked before when I was raised here, it was the streets were dirt. I had no porch. It was not a comfortable place to live, but we lived here.
We have pockets of acute poverty, which is unacceptable in a lot of different ways, but also we have a real willingness to participate in the community development.
Habitat has traditionally been known for building a home for a single family, but we realized there are more and more families that need repairs and revitalization of their homes.
Revitalization is you can see the impact on your partners, your family that you're partnered with.
I started seeing all of the volunteers come through. They were hyped, they were motivated. They put their gloves on, went for the equipment, started talking about what to do, game plan, everything really motivated me and felt good.
They're putting granite up front in the yard, and they're gonna put a couple of Texas sages and a tree, of course. It's gonna beautify the area. That's what it's gonna do.
We needed a lot of repair, and this program came along and helped us out. They do an outstanding job.
Just recently, we had an amazing example of how one organization, one corporation could really help. Quicken Loans brought somewhere close to 600 volunteers over a 4-day period down to Grant Park into that neighborhood.
SWBT is located in the Warehouse District. It's actually our 10-year anniversary, so we want to give back to our local community. And Habitat for Humanity is a great way of doing that. It's important to sponsor it because if you're giving back to your community, it's going to in turn help your company. Or really just seeing the end product of your landscaping or painting really makes an impact on you as a person.
They worked in the community garden. There's a beautiful little community garden there that needed some help. And it's a perfect example of what a corporation could do to help their fellow man right there in the area they work. I mean, many hands make for light work, and that's what it's going to take.
So before, we didn't really have much of the plants, but as a group, we planted the flowers in the front and put rocks. And now with the red rocks, it looks much better.
It feels good to come outside and see all the landscaping done and have a beautiful view in the morning, so we enjoy it.
There was 2 leaks. It was kind of cracking, so I patched it up. And it worked for a while, but thanks to Habitat for Humanity, they came in and pulled it out for me.
The reason the progress is there is because there's character and dignity in the existing community. Progress didn't come because it was an empty community. Progress wants to be by that character.
Once we can help the community feel more cohesive and more developed and improve homes individually, that's going to raise not only community development but economic development.
I think that's a blessing that we got people around us that willing to provide and help others. That's awesome. I'm very grateful for them, and me and my family, we thank them for their support and the help that they're giving to the neighborhoods.
I just need to say that I'm so happy for my front yard, and thank you guys for everything.
This is the heart of our city, and we have an opportunity to make an impact right away. We're going to do this. It's going to be better if you participate. It's going to happen faster if you participate.
The more people that we can get to realize the sense of urgency down there and the need, the better off we'll all be. And the faster we'll be able to get this done.